I've drastically changed the lives of 43 complete strangers by turning them into millionaires. That's right, millionaires. And just to reiterate, I didn't know any of these people, not a single one of them. All 43 of these now millionaires were to me total strangers just half a year ago. And guess what? Now it's your turn to join the Millionaires Club.
Hey, you made it. I'm thrilled that you're finally here because believe it or not, I've been waiting for you. And you'll find out why in a minute. And trust me, if you like money as much as I do, you'll be just as excited as I am right now. But before I explain why I'm so excited for you today, I want to ask you a question. Now, pay close attention because only a few people around the world know what's really going on. And virtually every single one of them are keeping their mouth shut about it. Did you know that the world has become so hyper-connected and it's moving so fast that right now the first 5 clicks you take each morning can largely determine your outcome in life? And did you know that by clicking 5 very specific things each morning, you could boost your income by $5,000 each and every day? Yes, I know it sounds strange, but I'm going to prove it to you. And if you stick with me for a few minutes, and this is why I'm so excited today, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you need to do to turn your first 5 clicks each morning into $5,000 or more. That's right. 5 clicks is all it takes to take your life from wherever it is now into a whole new dimension of wealth, freedom, and luxury you've ever only dreamed of. But you gotta pay close attention because today is the final day and this breakthrough new system is going to be available to the public for free. I guess you're probably wondering, what's in it for me? Well, I'll cover that in just a moment. But first tell me, is earning $5,000 each and every day something that might interest you? Of course it does. Everybody loves money and there's absolutely no shame in wanting to have some extra cash to spend, right? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you'll need to do. It just takes a few clicks with your mouse or just a few taps on your phone or tablet. Let me stress, this is totally unlike anything else you've ever seen before. Now, if at any point during this presentation you want to skip ahead of the pack and start using this breakthrough new system to start earning $5,000 per day, all you have to do is register with your name and email in the form you see next to the video, and your spot will be secured immediately. However, if you want to learn a bit more before joining us, then keep watching because things are about to get really interesting. Are you ready? Great. Then let's move on. Now let me start by saying that I know for a fact you're going to love what I'm about to share with you today because of 3 reasons. First of all, it works. It works no matter who you are, where you live, or how old you are, and it works no matter how many times you've failed before. If you use this system, you will make money, lots of it, every single day. The second reason you're going to love this is because it's absolutely free. That's right, it won't cost you a single red cent to discover how to turn a few clicks of your mouse into $5,000 or more every day. Just like me and a handful of others are already doing. And finally, the third reason you're going to love this is because there is absolutely no risk involved. In a minute, I'll show you why using this system makes it mathematically impossible to lose money. However, before I hand everything over to you, let me tell you who I am and what I do and why it's so important that you're here today. My name is David Richman, and I'm a self-made multimillionaire, and my road to wealth and freedom is probably one of the weirdest stories you've ever heard. It started almost by accident. I was around 10 years old when my parents drove me to visit an estranged uncle that the entire family knew was Crazy Arthur. I'd never seen this guy before. Heck, I didn't even know he existed. But there we were. Crazy Arthur lived in a small, isolated cabin right smack in the middle of nowhere. The whole place was dark, unkempt, and it smelled like mud, firewood, and pinto beans. But what I remember the most was the sheer amount of books this weird uncle had. His place was like a small library in the middle of the woods. Once we were inside, Crazy Arthur asked me what I liked, and I shyly said puzzles. We were at his place for a couple of hours, and just as we were about to drive away, my uncle shouted, "Hey, wait up!" He ran out to our car, he handed me 2 dusty old books and said, "Hey kid, these are the real puzzles. Enjoy." I would have normally dumped the books, but there was something in the way he said it that intrigued me, so I started reading them. The books were about spies, ciphers, code breaking, and it was because of those books that my lifelong passion for cryptography was born. I became obsessed and I read every book about it. And I don't want to brag, but I got pretty good at it too. Breaking secret codes was my obsession. I kept a diary with my progress. Every single entry was encrypted. I used everything from the simplest form of Morse code to super advanced route ciphers and other transposition codes. And when I say that I got good, I'm serious about it. I didn't go to college. I mean, I applied to a few of them, but right after high school and to this day, I don't know how or why, I got offered a job at the NSA's Digital Counterintelligence Division to help with pattern detection and code breaking. I was happy at first and I learned a lot, but it was a lonely and very time-consuming job. And the money wasn't all that great, so after 15 years in service, I decided it was time to go. I wanted money, lots of it, and fortunately I knew exactly what to do to get it. One of the things I did over the years to keep my mind sharp was monitor the world's markets to spot patterns and trends, trying to identify what would be profitable trades and investments. I even came up with a few computer algorithms that automated the entire thing for me. Now, at the time, I didn't know if they would work in a real-life scenario. These were all tests, but it was as good a time as any to put them to the test. A trial by fire, if you will. It wasn't easy. I mean, the algorithms worked, but the process required too much of my own time and effort to run effectively. And after almost 2 years of tweaking, fine-tuning, and writing code, I finally did it. A completely automated money-making machine that scours the world's markets, analyzes millions of data points, and uses artificial intelligence and state-of-the-art algorithms to predict